Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you are an old one, welcome back. Nice to see you, my lovelies. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. Thank you for your donations. They are truly and deeply appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you for your emails of confirmation, emails just sharing your stories, and emails booking readings. My readings are open. There is a 48-hour to 72-hour turnaround time. However, if you do need an emergency service, my internet connection is a little bit better now. So I do offer an emergency service that goes out within 12 to 24 hours. With that being said, there is still someone going through the comment section here and there, you know, pretending to be me, pretending to be a light one, pretending to be a friend. If it says WhatsApp me, if there's any solicitation for donations, money, anything like that, they are scamming you, okay? Especially if you see the I made 37,000 in crypto in a week, okay? That whole thread is a scam. Please do not be fooled. Please just block and report them. Thank you so much. Now, the energy that I pick up on is fluid, it's timeless, meaning I can be picking up on past, present, or future energy, and sometimes an amalgamation of all three. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If I say he, she, masculine or feminine, male or female, please remember we all hold these energies. So this reading could be for you, it could be for the person you're thinking of, another light one, divine counterpart, or someone completely different. Please do not make the story fit if it doesn't. This is not a personal reading. If the story or message does not fit with you and it doesn't resonate, please have a look at some of my other readings. And if there are no messages in the readings on my channel, either the messages are for you at this time or you may benefit from a personal reading. All of the information for that is in the description box. Now, the message that I got as I was setting up for this channeling was somebody has they've risked their life or they've risked their safety to help someone, okay? And I want to get a bit more clarity on that. They've risked their life or they've risked their safety to help someone. And you've got blessed. So somebody's risked their life to help someone, even though they have been on the wrong path, is what I'm getting, okay? Anything else that needs to come out, please and thank you. Thank you very much. Treasure Island. There's something here about seeing either the good in themselves after not seeing it for so long, or seeing you as a treasure or a gift, okay? And I heard it was not supposed to be this way. Tell me more, please and thank you. Observer. Somebody who has been observing for a very long time, who has now said, I have to take action. I have to take action and do something, okay? So they may have sat back for a long time. They may have been a gang stalker. They may have been observing or watching you or the person you're thinking of. What made them risk their life or their safety? Truth be told, because they found something out. I heard desperate times, desperate measures, but they found something out. You've got an owl on there. They were made aware of something. And I heard innocence, you are the wrong one. Tell me more, please and thank you. What were they told? They were told that you were a karmic, or that you did something in a karmic cycled manner. And with the fates being upside down, they're realizing that it had nothing to do with you. And because I heard you are blessed, they're realizing that you are blessed, that you had nothing to do with this. Because if I place this one over here, whatever they were conspiring or stalking or collecting information on, they've realized that there was a plan of some sort. Because I heard danger. There was some sort of dangerous plan, and they put their neck on the line because they realized, look, because they realized that what they did was damaging, or what could have happened to you or the person you're thinking of could have been very damaging. Time to go. Okay, this person is taking time to actually heal themselves, and that doesn't, you know, that doesn't mean that, you know, it doesn't dismiss what they've done in any way, shape or form, because I heard this is my punishment. But they're taking the time now to actually look at themselves and start mending themselves. But also with this time to go, this is thwarting some sort of attack, thwarting some sort of kidnap, thwarting some sort of sense of harm, whether that be physical, ether, you know, in the ethers, be spiritually. There's something that they've done that's put themselves at risk, okay? What was it that they actually learned? What did they learn? Thinker. Now with Treasure Island as well, and that's got 4-4 on there, that's about foundations. Something that you said, something that you did, an action, has kind of highlighted to them either the error of their ways or the people that they're around or the things that they've been involved in, because that thing is a treasure island. There's something here with the way that we co-create. The way that we co-create is by our thoughts, our actions, our words, our intent. Things don't just happen to us. They are either drawn to us or we co-create into them, okay? Sometimes things will happen, the good, the bad, the ugly, and there's always a lesson to be learnt within it. And someone here is definitely going either through a dark night of the soul, or there's something here with penance, because you've got 4 on there with foundations as well. Because I heard seek to the sky, or look to the sky and you will know. Because you've also got exchanging gifts. They're realizing that, you know, because you've got a key right there. I didn't even realize that this being's got a key on its 3rd eye. They're learning how to tap into their intuition. And if they really want gifts, if they really want, you know, spiritual gifts, or they really want blessings or tangible blessings, that they actually have to tap into themselves and connect to the cosmos, to God, to Allah, to the divine source, to universal life source, whichever you call it. And this is a lot of purple and pink. So somebody here has been wounded. It's a heart wound. And I didn't even realise there's a face on that box. There's some sort of mask that they've been wearing for a long time. And I heard they will never love me. And I don't know if this person is realising that they've been betrayed or something along those lines, or if the person that they're looking towards, be that you or the person you're thinking of, would never want them because of the things that they've done and because of the vibrations they've been kind of matching and tuning into. But this person still is putting their neck on the line. Tell me more. Round and round. Yeah. So there's been a truth that's been shown to them, especially with that face, and then there's a face in the middle as well. Someone's taken a look in the mirror and realised that they are actually in a karmic cycle. Okay? They were taking actionable steps to keep themselves in something. Now, why am I being shown this? Why am I being shown this? Chaos and conflict. They did something to stop chaos or conflict magic coming towards you, or some sort of physical altercation coming towards you as well. And this person's actually moved away or walked away from something, okay? Because you've got co-creating gifts. So co-create is in reverse. So for a very long time, this person may have been in victim mentality, or they may have not dotted the lines together and realised that their actions create positive or negative equal reactions to what it is that they've done. Now, why did I get exchange gifts? Why did I get exchange gifts? Please and thank you. Why did I get exchange gifts? By the book. So this is also telling me, where do you want me to put this? Here? With 1111 there as well. This person's realising that when they hurt others, they're hurting themselves. Someone's gone through a massive, I heard an existential crisis. Go the distance. They may have traveled, they may have done, there's something here about distance healing, or started looking into Reiki or alternative methods for healing. Someone may have tried to send Reiki. I heard yes, someone tried to send Reiki or light to the person that they've hurt. And I heard in my prayers as well, okay? Because look, go the distance. Somebody went for a very long time believing lies about a light one, okay? Sending things that would hurt, harm, or delay them, that would, you know, move them off of their path. And I heard it's all because of her deep knowing. This person now has a deep understanding of what they've done, because again, you've got 4-3 on there. Okay, 7 is about truth, deceit, lies, and also about epiphanies. And you know, you've got the moon on here as well with this. I don't know if someone came to them. I heard their grandmother, and I heard it's time, because at a point their ancestors, their guides walked away from them. Okay, tell me more about this. Yang. They were blocked. They blocked something. No, they blocked something. They may have blocked something out for a while, because one, okay, that is tuning in. That could be life path 1. But you know, you start with, this is an actionable step as well, because when you look on the deck of tarot, and as you look, if you look at it as a story, you always start with 0. You start with the Fool, and then you go all the way through, and 1 is always about that first step whether that be an actionable step like the wands, whether that be an investment in something like coins, whether that be a heart space, you know, connection to yourself, and so on and so forth. But this is about taking action. And this person blocked something. They may have, there's something here about them listening to you, or watching your actions, or seeing your connections with others. And I heard connections with life, because you've got orphaned here. This person sat in their shadow for a very long time. They were very isolated, okay? Because with 5 on there, that's about big change. Something happened to them, okay? There's a lot of faces in this. But something happened to them, and someone took advantage of the trauma they went through. And again, I am not dismissing or saying it's okay for what they did. This is just the message that's coming through. This person stayed in a victim mentality or grief. I heard hate and anger as well. And someone then was able to easily manipulate them. And there was a lie that was said that deeply wounded them because they already had a trauma. There's something here about either their parents either abandoning them, passing over when they were younger, or just not being emotionally available, and someone else, because I heard their grandmother came to them, so they may have been raised by their grandmother, or they may have been raised by somebody else who wasn't their main caregiver. So rather than their mother and father, it was somebody else, and that person, I heard they were beautiful. And there was a lie here that you did something to that person, or stole something from that person, or done something. I had defiled that person, okay? And it was enough. It was a tipping point for them. And with Go the Distance, this person felt alone for a very long time, and only had, I heard, that beautiful soul, or that beautiful person with them. So when that person passed, they were alone. They were literally alone, and it was easy for other people to mess with them. But with this cheetah, you look at that cheetah, it's going so fast that it's disintegrating, okay? This person may have abused drugs, and the reason I spell some words is because otherwise it gets flagged up on YouTube as, you know. But you've got regeneration and Go the Distance. So this person is now finding themselves, which is wonderful, but it doesn't take away from what they did. So what was it that they have done to risk their own safety? What have they done to risk their own safety for you or the person you're thinking of? Tell me what I need to see. Message in a bottle. They've given something. They may have given evidence, because again, with that number up there condensing to a 6, that can be seen as the 6 of coins, charity, giving, you know. It can also be seen as the 6 of cups. There's also something to do with looking back at themselves and going into retrospect, or, you know, introspection, especially when it comes to their own emotions. And you look at that bottle with that one singular bird just floating away into the ocean all by themselves. There's something here about realizing that they've been in a karmic cycle for a very long time, okay? Because you've got co-create for a very long time, and not taking accountability that our actions, what the vibrations that we send out, is what we will be matched with. That's what will be sent back to us in experiences, in people, in jobs, in relationships, in blah, blah, blah. Okay, this person has now seen this. Okay, now what was it that they did? What was this message? Unfinished symphony in regeneration. This also, there's something here with some sort of insurance policy or life insurance, something along these lines. Because I look at regeneration, it's about growing again. It's about, you know, life coming out of something very tumultuous. And then you have unfinished symphony. So there was some sort of plan. Now this plan may have already been set in motion, okay? But you've got a clown sitting on top here. There's something that they've outed, information they've given to someone. So I heard, I'll hand myself in. All that glitters for money. So this person, and that number condensing down to a 7, they've told the truth, okay? I had, but someone sees it as them ratting them out, okay? But they've told the truth on something, because you've got Treasure Island there, and then you've got all that glitters. So this can either be life insurance, this could be a will and testament, this could be an inheritance, but this is something that was stolen or taken or shouldn't have been given to them. And whatever the plan may be, because you've got exchanging gifts and building blocks. So there was definitely some sort of either bribe or some sort of payment or some sort of switching of something off from each other's hands underneath the table to put a block in somewhere, okay? Now this person has literally outed themselves, and it's very uncomfortable, and they know it's uncomfortable. But also, whatever this gift was, it was, I keep hearing crude or crass. And you've got time to go. And it has attachments to it. There's some sort of attachment, okay? The serendipity has come out, and then you've got the tribe. There was also, there may have been either confirmation or a confession of placing some sort of blockage, whether that be on this physical realm or etheric realm, to block you from connecting with those that you were supposed to. Because if it's on this realm, that could be collaborations for a business, that could be the love of your life, that could be your soul tribe in the form of friends. But if this is on a spiritual sense, this is also blocking you from your guides, blocking you from your intuition, blocking your dreams, blocking. But there's something here, because I had give it up to God. Someone here has definitely gone to confession. So they're either now planning to go to the police, the feds, whoever, okay? Or they may have already done this, because I heard the deal is done, or the deed is done. Tell me more. And I heard someone's childhood dog was there, because I just heard the name of mine. But I know as I'm doing a collective, this is for whoever it resonates with. And it said your childhood dog was there, okay? And it says fork in the road. Now with the fork in the road being like this is more or less saying that the path has been cleared for you. The path has been cleared for a complete renewal. The cycle has ended. This person, I think this person is aware that them going forward and giving in this evidence, giving themselves up, giving up the ghost for everything, they will go to prison and they will never come out. And it's almost like this person has come to terms with this. Yeah, wow. Look what came out. Peace and regeneration. They are fully aware. And especially when you look at regeneration, that number condenses down to a 10. So this is the ending of a cycle, not only for you, but also for them. Anything else that would like to come out, please and thank you. Tell me more about the ending of this cycle. Tell me more about the ending of this cycle, please and thank you. What needs to be seen? Yeah, and you've got exchanging gifts coming out. So they may have some sort of evidence, because that number condensed down to 9. I'm keep seeing the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. So someone was paid to either hurt you, hurt someone else, okay, to get some sort of, they were supposed to get some sort of regeneration from it, because you've also got no peace. It's no place like home, but I heard peace. No place like home. There's something to do with housing. This is also could be your 4th house, and I heard 7th house. Time for a nap. Where do you want me to put this one? They're supposed to go over there, truth be told. They were given some sort of download. Their grandmother came to them and laid it out, and this person had to do some real deep thinking, okay? And there's something about going through all the different phases of grief, almost like going through denial, then going through anger, then going through blaming everyone else, and then coming to acceptance. But you've got yin coming out, okay? So this person, they may have for a very long time helped to put a block in, but now when you have got this feminine yin coming through, and look with the balance there, they realised that they were pushing against the tide of their own karma, pushing against the tide of a cycle that had to end, otherwise it would just keep repeating round and round and round. And there was an acceptance or surrender from this person to receive what it is that they need to receive, so that they can let go, be that punishment, be that, you know, negative karma, be that a prison sentence, whatever it is. Because I heard so that their soul can rest. What else needs to come out? Anything else, please and thank you. And you've got here building blocks. So placing this down here, they have definitely, with by the book as well, and building blocks, they have definitely given up something that helps a court case, helps some sort of investigation, okay? It helps bring this investigation to an end. And I heard they did it quietly, without pizzazz, go the distance. They're now willing to go the distance because it says not for you, okay? And it's upside down. They're willing to go the distance for you, even though whoever it was who I heard was the mastermind, whoever it was who was very good at manipulating those around to create a certain identity to place on you as being this karmic, as being this nasty person. I don't think they've told them. And if they haven't done this already, they're not telling them. I'm going to make sure that everybody knows. And I don't, this, because I heard revenge is sweet, but that's not the point, or that's not the case. This person went from, I want to get revenge, I want everyone to burn, to, no, I just need to tell the truth. I need to tell the truth so that I'm at peace. So this person isn't telling whoever it is who's the mastermind. I'm getting a toxic feminine energy from whoever this mastermind is. And I heard matriarch, or this person's very maternal, or gives off the energy of being very maternal. They're not saying anything to them. They're just going to do, if they haven't already done it, they're just going to do it very, very quietly and give all of the information, all the building blocks, all the names, all of the connections, all of the people, where they live, when they're going to meet, what they do, you know. Because I heard the evidence will be in lockup. The evidence will be in lockup. And you've got over here, to be fair, this person wants to more or less, I think there's an aim here of almost like when you think of how Anubis weighs the heart of man next to the feather of Mayat, and that if it doesn't weigh the same, if it doesn't balance out, then their soul cannot go to the field of reeds and be looked after by Osiris. Instead, it is fed to Ammit, and they just lose their soul. It goes to oblivion. There is a want for there to be a balance. And I heard, but they know there's no hope of that, but they want to try and get it so that the law of polarity balance itself back out, okay? This may have been advice that was given to them by their grandmother. Come to the edge. Yeah, their grandmother more or less said as a wish fulfillment, you need to come to the edge, you need to go through a dark night of the soul, you need to look at yourself and what you've done and take whatever punishment comes towards you, because that is fair. Regeneration. Break the chain. There's a bit of noise, don't worry Sandy, it's alright. A bit of noise. Which one? This one or that one? This one? Moon and sun and the storm. So they're keeping it very, very quiet. They're not telling anybody that there's a storm brewing. The witness. Look at that. The silent witness. The silent witness. Anything else that would like to come out? The trickster. So this person is more or less now a double dealer, because he or she is not telling everyone else that they've conspired with, all the other connections, that they've ratted them out, okay? And you've got regeneration, upside down, and wisdom. They've had to keep it very, very quiet. They've had to pretend that they don't know what this person has done. So, so they may have not even told this person. Or they may have kind of acted like, oh, it's fine, you know, I heard this. They may have had it out with them, and I heard, no, not yet. No, not yet. And you've got here the Temple of Contemplation. They've just kept it very, very quiet. And you've got resurrection upside down. So they can't change their demeanour. They can't change the way that they work. Because you've got inner nemesis, and then you've got priestess of the east. You've got to think your east is ruled by Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of water, of emotions, okay? Now, with it being upside down, this person has had to keep their mask on, that they're still callous, that they don't care, you know, inner nemesis, that they're still, you know, they're easily guided by their own wounds, because whoever it is that's this mastermind has been working by doing something to their heart space, because you've got wisdom, okay? So they're having to act none the wiser. The dreamer, and it's upside down. So this person has had to pretend that they haven't had these dream downloads. Garden of Eden is upside down. Interesting. Now I want to keep this one really short, so I'm going to have a look at zodiac signs before I go. So you've got Virgo here. So this person has definitely become a deep thinker. Let's see. Anything else that would like to come out before I go? Now we have here Sagittarius. And you also have fire signs that Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Earth signs Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Air signs are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, and water signs are Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So this person has started looking at their own birth chart. They started working on these things and working through their own houses. Yeah, because it says on here, astrology involves the forecasting of events through the interpretation of the fixed stars, sun, moon and planets. And on the inside you've got Virgo again. So this person is starting to look through their own birth chart, looking at parts where they need to work on their shadow. And you've got Virgos are usually conscientious, analytical and clever. They strive for perfection and can often be hard on themselves. They're also gathering information. They may be gathering information also, because I heard writing it all down or collecting it all. So I heard working in cahoots with a police officer to bring an ending, because you've got Pisces coming out. And that's all about spirituality, karma and endings. And you've also got here, Venus is the planet of love and material possessions. Where it is in your chart can help identify how you are influenced in the matters of the heart. So this has a double meaning. So at some point they were quite happy to be part of some sort of love scam. But there's also something here with them figuring out what was done to their heart space, how they were manipulated. Is there anything tangible? Because you've got Gemini here, okay, which is all about communication, but it's also about networking. It's to do with, you know, negotiations, how you communicate with others. And you've got Libra here, so they're definitely talking to a police officer or somebody. They've turned themselves into an informant. And I heard lesser sentence, but they don't care. Tell me more. What else needs to come out, please and thank you? What would you like my light ones to look at within their birth chart right now? Cancer, gentle, sensitive and caring. It's about your emotions, okay, tapping into that energy of Archangel Gabriel. And if you do not work with that type of energy, any protective energy that you do that helps you to tap into emotions, because you've got here Jupiter is known as the planet of luck and abundance. Where it is placed in your birth chart will help you uncover how you experience fortune, wealth and success. So right now, tapping into your heart space, into your emotions, especially ones that you've repressed, will actually help you when it comes to kind of tangible forms of abundance also, and how you attract that in. So please have a look at where Jupiter is in your birth chart, your natal chart, and where your water signs are. Because you've also got here, looking at where the planet Mercury is in your chart will help you understand your communication style and how you process and absorb information. So this person may be coming forward at some point to give you information. Because it says, yeah, the placement of the moon in your birth chart will reveal a lot about your habits, reactions, instincts, and how they express how you express your emotions. They may actually come forward and actually give you evidence of gang stalking, of surveillance, of hacking, of things like that. Something tangible proof. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I know that was a short one, but I hope that resonated for you. If it did and you're new to my channel, I'd love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and thank you so much for helping my channel to grow. Without you, there'd be no me, so I deeply appreciate you guys. Anyone that feels moved to leave a donation is never expected, but is always deeply appreciated, because it means I can put more time, more love and more cards into this channel. And anyone looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. If you go to the second paragraph down, there is a row of blue arrows pointing upwards. I have 2 emails there. I usually get back to people within about 48 to 72 hours. If by chance you don't hear from me, just send me a prompt email and I'll put your email to the top of the list. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a really wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.